All right, fans, here we go. MMA action in a light heavyweight special attraction scheduled 3 5-minute rounds of action. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner. At a height of 6 feet 1 inch tall, he weighed in at 205 pounds. Trained in jiu-jitsu, representing Shootbox USA and Beverly Hills Jiu-Jitsu Club from Beverly Hills, California, by way of Brazil. Introducing Jorge Oliveira. And his opponent across the cage on my left, fighting out of the red corner. At 5 feet 9 inches, he weighed in at 200 pounds even. Trained in wrestling, judo, kickboxing, boxing, shodokan, karate, and combat do jiu-jitsu. Representing Chicago Fitness Center from Chicago, Illinois. Introducing Shonie, Mr. International Carter.
Well, the fans are booing him because of what happened last time. We'll get into that in a second.
In charge is Josh Rosenthal now to give instructions.
Gentlemen, whatever the rules in the back, any questions? Obey my commands at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, go back to the corner, let's do this.
Nose to nose, and Josh Rosenthal has to break him up. Get ready, folks. Fasten the seatbelt. George Van Dam, Oliveira, and Shonie Carter.
Yeah, Van Dam's got that Vanderlei stare down.
Yeah, he does.
And Shonie is ready to rumble.
Will youth prevail over experience? Let's find out. And look at George run right straight at him. He's trying to fire right to left, and Shonie just ties him right up. Looks like he wanted to throw him on top of the cage. George is strong. Look at that. Shonie tried to throw him, and he wasn't going to have any of that.
This is smart of Shonie to clinch early like this.
Shonie right now just tying him up. I think he's read the scouting report. He doesn't want to stand with this guy. He wants to try maybe a judo throw or something from this position.
Underhook turned the position around for Oliveira there.
Jorge Oliveira from the famed Shoebox team, one of the best fight teams in the world today. He's new as far as professional experience, but anytime you're in the ring with Vanderlei Silva and all the guys at Shoebox, that's an education in itself.
And the good thing also is that he also represents Beverly Hills Jiu-Jitsu. And there's the knees there by Van Dam. Van Dam, as I was saying, represents Beverly Hills Jiu-Jitsu because Beverly Hills Jiu-Jitsu has a Shootbox representative. One of his cornermen tonight is Roberto Piccinini, along with Marcus Vinicius.
Shonie Carter's gone up in weight to 205 pounds. He fought most of his career at 170, and as he's gotten older, he's kind of continued to move up in the weight class. And so he's moved up to 205, and you can see he's still strong at 205, guys.
He's strong at 205, but we're going to see how this goes into the later rounds. Now,
wearing down.
This is George's mixed martial arts debut, but he says he's had countless fights in Brazil. As a matter of fact, as a teen, he used to go to a club called The Funk and fight just about every night.
A young, aggressive fighter making his debut, Shonie Carter. 60, 70, 8 and count him. I mean, he's been in more MMA matches than Jorge's even seen. But I tell you, a young man from Brazil doing a nice job, and now that's where he wants to be. Shonie landed a nice left-right combination. Oh, high kick match by Jorge. It's a shootout here. Look at this action on HDNet and WEC. They are banging it out, folks. High kick and Dangerous. Oh, another kick. Shonie's got to get to the ground. He's in trouble. Shonie Carter took some big-time shots. Jorge Oliveira just smiling back at him. He's ready to go.
Shonie is better. He's got to block that right high kick, otherwise he's going to get KO'd. But George has got to keep his hands up when Shonie comes in bombing.
Great action here in this first round. Shonie's got to get in the clinch and try to take this fight down. Jorge Oliveira, you can just see the confidence gaining as this fight continues in the first round.
George scored a good low kick there. Shonie closed the distance, but George looks to be getting a little winded here.
Oh, good left-right combination. Shonie back it up. He's in trouble. Oh, high kick just misses. Right now, Jorge Oliveira having his way here in the first round. He's settling down in this first fight. But, Steve, you brought up a good point. How much energy is he expending in his first fight?
It's going to be a lot of energy because the shoebox style is some mad aggression coming right at you. And Shonie's seen some of the greatest fighters coming right at him. But George is probably his only shot is to knock Shonie out.
Not at this size, though. I think the size of George is going to wear on Shonie. Certainly the skill of that kick. He's got some kicks that Shonie has no answer for.
Blood coming out of the nose now of Shonie Carter. Took some big-time shots, kicks. George just smiles back at him after that kick. And stuck his tongue out now. Oh, spinning back fist connects, but it doesn't do anything. George Oliveira tying him up, just kind of smiling. Look at him. Oh, high kick, misses. Good block there by Shonie. Oh, spinning back fist again. Shonie wants to set him up for that spinning back fist.
I'm looking forward to seeing Oliveira get into a tie clinch, and then we're going to see what happens. But you know, with a nickname like Van Dam, I think he likes those high kicks from the outside. He got that nickname when he used to fight at that club in Brazil. They said, hey, you kick like Van Dam.
What a debut for Jorge Oliveira, the fighter from Brazil, making his home now in Beverly Hills, training in Beverly Hills Jiu-Jitsu.
He's slowed his pace, too. Oliveira has slowed his pace.
This was a frantic pace. It had to slow down at some point. Now both guys. And once again, the interesting part about George that I want to find out, how much energy is he expending? But it might not matter right now because he continues to put the pace on Shonie Carter.
But that knee missed, and some of the punches are missing when Shonie charges in. This favors Shonie. Double underhooks. Shonie gave up one of them. Now they're in the clinch, and the knees are, I want to see the knees from Van Dam.
Yeah. The knees to the belly here.
A furious pace here in the first round. This is what Shonie wanted to do. Tie him up, try to get him down.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how Van Dam goes down the stretch in the second and third round, because he kind of pretty much owned that round with aggression.
The crowd explodes. They are very appreciative of these two fighters, and man, they are bringing it. Jorge Oliveira and Shonie Carter. We thought this could be an explosive matchup. So far, they're not disappointing. Let's show you some of the action.
And fortunately, that was only the toes that hit Shonie, but that right hand landed too. Now, Shonie's doing a lot of slipping and weaving there to get out of the way of those punches, but it was that first roundhouse kick. Shonie with that left, that was a right spinning back fist, and it connected, but the aggression of the shoebox fighter neutralized it.
There's the kick again. I mean, I tell you what, Shonie shows you his chin as well right there, because he took some good shots in that first round. Never took a backward step, though.
His instinctive defense is what's saving Shonie here. He got hit some pretty good shots, couple knees to the stomach.
And you don't see Shonie this off balance that much.
Yeah, he's like a half a step slow.
But really is.
The off balance is also good for defense because he's falling to the side, to left and right. It's almost like slipping punches.
Yeah.
So a lot of those punches didn't connect cleanly.
Shonie Carter moving up in weight at 205. He's finding out what these young guys are like up at 205. He's got the strength, got the height. I mean, we're looking at a 6'2" fighter against a 5'9" fighter. And once again, George comes out throwing. Oh, low kick. That kick was a little low. Oh, there's a nice kick from Shonie. He answers.
I think Van Dam should pretty much kick, because most of his punches have missed, but his kicks are pretty much dead on.
Kicks have been effective. Shonie trying to get inside that height advantage, that reach advantage. Shonie's doing a nice job, though, getting in and getting out.
Yeah.
If he can't get the position, then he just backs out. Nice front kick. Shonie tries to answer with the left kick to the midsection of Jorge Oliveira. Oh, good job there. A couple jams land.
The reach of Oliveira here is also paying dividends. He's able to hit Carter before Carter's punch can reach him.
Second round scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Jorge Oliveira from Brazil, by the way of Beverly Hills, California. Shonie Carter from Chicago, Illinois.
It looked as though Oliveira might just run away with this fight, but it has settled down.
Yes, it has. And, you know, I think one of the things that Oliveira should do here is throw the jab to open things up.
Oh, good 1-2 combination, but Shonie, tell you what, he's got a tough chin.
Yeah, he does.
He took both those shots and continued to move forward. Spinning back fist miss. Got him a little bit, though.
Yeah, he had that look in his face of, wow, you know, he got me again with it.
Yeah, I mean, George has got to be surprised by that. He's been in there with some good guys training, but you don't see the spinning back fist that often.
See, with his power shots, he doesn't have a setup. He just throws them from way back here. He should throw the jab, get Shonie thinking about it, and then throw the right hand, or then throw the high kick.
Guys, why is the spinning back fist so effective for Shonie in this fight?
Well, because George is keeping his head up high, and I don't think he's ever trained too much with it, because a lot of Muay Thai styles, they don't ever throw a spinning back fist. So you can't really deal with it when the guy does throw it.
He also has an opponent who closes on him quickly. Throws the right hand, misses, comes around with the spin, and there's the man closing the distance. Doesn't have to reach.
Man, Shonie's kind of telling George to bring it in. Let's go. Let's mix it up a little bit.
This kind of fight where they're waiting for the other guy is going to favor Shonie, because the aggression. Now, there's one thing that Oliveira is doing. Now, those kicks are pretty much all blocked. That was blocked. What Shonie is doing.
Oh, Shonie's cut. Shonie's cut. He's cut bad. It's his right eye. It looks like, I don't know if it was a fingernail or a toenail, but right now he's cut really bad. And Josh Rosenthal is going to have a doctor look at him. It's the right eye. We'll see if we get a shot. Oh, my goodness. I think that could be on the eyelid, guys. That's not... We need to see it from the other angle here if we can, guys. I'm not sure if we can move around, but Shonie Carter has got a cut. It looks like it could be on the right eyelid.
Look at Oliveira's eye. Oliveira's got a huge welt under his left eye.
You know what? It's above. Okay. It is above the eyelid. Let's see if we can see where it happened here.
Okay. Oh, we didn't see that one. That was a shin kick straight up.
Doesn't look cut yet. Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
That was definitely it, because the shin kick, that's the one that will either knock you out or cut you.
Luckily, it's not in the eyelid. It looks like it's just above it on the right eye there. But, you know, it's still in a bad position because he might have blood going into that eye, and the doctor's got to figure out if this is going to affect his vision.
Looks like they're going to put the coagulant on it there.
And look at George
See
Oliveira.
if they can get the bleeding stopped.
Excuse me, George Oliveira right now getting some ice on his eye. Both guys right now getting some ice and getting those bangs and bruises healed right now.
Well, this break is going to definitely favor Oliveira more, because Shonie's going to come back knowing he has to protect that eye. And if it's that left roundhouse kick that cracked him open.
Let's show you again. It's the shin kick that does it here.
Yeah, and it's the right roundhouse kick, comes
right
straight in the middle. And Shonie was ducking at the wrong time.
Yep.
And he kind of ducked right into the kick.
All right. Well, they're going to let him go. Shonie now's got to feel some urgency. George Oliveira, very impressive in his MMA debut against Shonie Carter, the old wily veteran.
Now, will Oliveira go crazy here?
The left eye of Oliveira looks like it's swelling shut.
Yeah, it does. I mean, as much as that shin kick landed, he's got some issues as well.
He loses sight. Suddenly you don't have that depth perception. It's a lot harder.
And you know these fighters are so skilled that they're going to try to go for the cut and the swelling. Oliveira, he's got a big goose egg under his left eye. That eye is starting to swell shut. They put some ice on it while they were waiting for Shonie.
Whoa! Oh,
that's a left hand. That rocked him. He hurt. Shonie Carter trying to come back in this fight. Stunned him. High kick. Oh, Oliveira lands. Oh, furious. Both fighters know they need to try to finish this fight.
Wow. Great action.
Wow, he really staggered Van Dam there.
This is the greatness of the sport of mixed martial arts, folks. Hardly any downtime. You get two skilled fighters like this. They can hurt each other in so many ways, and you're seeing that tonight here on WEC and HDNet.
I think the key here is for Shonie to get this guy on the mat and to start working for a submission. To trade with Van Dam gives him too much of a chance to win the fight.
Oliveira getting instruction. He's in his corner right now. You can see his cornerman trying to tell him what to do against Shonie. Shonie's got him tied up right now. Shonie now trying to work that body. You try to work the body early in the fight, so in those late rounds, it can try to take it out of you. I tell you what, guys. I mean, you see why Shonie Carter's so good.
You bet. He weathered the storm, and now he's got the momentum stopped for Oliveira, and he's starting to gain some himself.
Great action. Oh, Oliveira trying to fire some shots out of the clinch. Just missed with the left hand. Just some amazing action here in the second round. Both guys now just taking a little breather, trying to collect themselves and get after it again.
Shonie is still really in this fight. I think he's gaining a psychological advantage right now. Oliveira needs to throw the left roundhouse kick up high.
And there's the end of the round. Uh-oh, they're talking. They're talking now. Are they going to throw down right now? Jorge Oliveira shouting back at him. Shonie says, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Let's go to a third round.
We went to a mixed martial art contest and the fight almost broke out.
Wow, what a fight this is. Shonie Carter, Jorge Oliveira. Jeff, this is what I will say, though. Jorge Oliveira, he needs a fight like this. He needs to know what it takes to be a champion.
And he's up against one of the best of all time. So even a loss here, even though I have my head on the card, even a loss here isn't really bad for him. He's going to get a lesson by fire, trial by fire.
And Shonie ducks to the wrong place.
Oh, wow.
And it's amazing that he wasn't knocked out by that, because a shin kick like that to the dome and a spinning back kick that didn't miss.
Left hand, look at it.
And that wobbled Van Dam. It caught him right on the jaw.
Spinning back fist.
That's the one that gave him the mouse right there.
Yep, it did. Look at him. You're right. You're absolutely right. Wow. How do you judge this fight, guys?
Well,
the first round, no doubt, went to Oliveira. I mean, there's no doubt about that. That second round, though.
But that shin kick,
the shin kick to Carter. You could have.
But the shin kick, it's a tough round.
I think that's more of a draw round.
And he wobbled him, too, though. I mean, that's the thing. It's going to be interesting to see how these judges scored that fight, because it is so close.
Yeah.
So we go to a third and final round. This could decide the fight.
Shonie got cut, but Van Dam got wobbled, and he ate the spinning back fist to the eye.
Oliveira's corner did a nice job of stopping the swelling under Oliveira's left eye.
And Oliveira looks down at Carter's legs, but fires the kick towards his head. It's a great deception, a nice setup.
Indeed. Oh, right hand lands.
Got him again.
There goes Carter getting after it again. Closing the distance after a wild right hand that might have caught Oliveira.
One thing that Oliveira is going to have to do when he goes back to the gym is when an opponent starts to charge at him, is rather than lifting your head up, you got to lift your head down.
Getting into education. I tell you what, this is a great fight. Both fighters learning a lot about each other right now. Jorge Oliveira, his MMA debut, that's hard to believe, as skilled as he's looked tonight.
Well, you can see he's got some street credibility and maybe a few fights, as he said, you know, that weren't sanctioned.
He's had a few street fights, I would imagine, in his day. That's what he said to us. He said, hey, man, we said, this is your MMA debut? And he goes, well, yeah, I guess. I've been in a lot of street fights and done pretty well, so now he wants to see what he can do in a WEC cage.
Carter, Shonie likes that left underhook because it keeps his right hand open to do what he's doing now, striking. These aren't big strikes. They're not super effective strikes, but they're scoring strikes.
Right now, Oliveira wants to separate. Shonie just methodically working, tying him up, hitting him to the body, maybe taking a breather.
In many ways, the winner of this round could win the fight, because, as we said before, Shonie could have won that second round. First one was definitely Van Dam. I want to see him throw down again.
Yeah, there's no doubt I think if Oliveira wins this round, he wins the fight.
Josh Rosenthal watching closely. There's not enough action. They'll separate again. Right now, Oliveira's corner wants to know how much time's left. They must feel that Oliveira won both rounds. They're not too concerned about this round. I think that'd be a big mistake.
I think so, too. I think you have to dominate. I think you've got to get a clean advantage. You got to try and do damage. Just to try and ride it out, it would be a mistake, because Shonie did stagger Oliveira in that second round. And
guys, in the fight game, as we've always heard, you never let a fight go to the judge's decision, because anything can happen.
That's right.
Here they go. Now they separate. Who's going to finish stronger in this third round? Will it be Shonie Carter, or will it be Jorge Oliveira?
Oliveira was so successful with the roundhouse kicks at the head, he should go back to that. The high kick is a good weapon for him in this fight.
Do you wonder if fatigue has taken that weapon away?
Okay, a side kick which landed didn't do much, but Jeff is a very good observation, because kicking is very tiring. That landed big time.
Oh, Shonie's split. Shonie's in trouble. Timeout. He's bleeding profusely. That cut might have ended the fight.
But you know what?
Might have ended the fight. He's bleeding profusely.
You see, the thing is, he caught him with a toe.
He's back.
And he's back.
It's his nose.
Oh, they're going to go. It's his nose. You're right. His nose.
If I were Oliveira, I'd go back to the high kick.
Absolutely. You called it, Steve.
He might have broke his nose.
Because Shonie hasn't been able to effectively deal with the kicks to the head yet. But he's setting up the spinning back fist. Shonie's stepping over. He's going to throw a spinning back fist. Or a back kick. You can tell by his front leg was stepping over, creeping forward. I thought he was going to do a back fist. But Oliveira is going to launch another one up towards the dome. Blood gushing out of the nose of Shonie Carter right now. Now he takes a kick to the side. His nose is just pouring blood right now. Man, that thing's bleeding. Oliveira should throw a jab and a low kick right now and knock Shonie to the canvas. Wow. Jorge Oliveira, the kick that might have changed this fight.
That reach, Shonie can't get close enough really to establish scoring in the stand-up. He has to wait for Oliveira to be moving in.
The blood just pouring down the body of Shonie Carter. You can somewhat see it on camera, but I'm telling you what, on the front row here, we can clearly see it. Yeah, that's a lot of blood coming down, but Shonie is not going to quit. Oliveira needs to seal the victory, though, because Shonie is still dangerous here. But Oliveira is not getting tired. We thought he was getting tired in the first round. Oh, another kick to the head, ducking the wrong way again, and that's probably going to open that cut up again. Oliveira scoring well with that kick. Tell you what, he has been so impressive tonight. Just misses with that kick.
He established it in the first round, went away from it, but boy, he came back, established that high kick in this round.
It was blocked, though. Shonie says, I blocked that one, but it still looked impressive. It's still aggression. The aggressive fighter should get the nod over the defensive fighter. Wow. Spinning back this wild that time. And that's the end of the fight. What a fight that was. What a fight that was. Shonie's mad. He's mad because he got caught. Good sportsmanship there, and now they come together. And Shonie's just mad. Shonie maybe, I think he's mad at himself. I think that Van Dam came out, and in his debut, he recovered from some trouble in that second round. Everybody's on their feet, guys. Yeah, everybody's
Wow, that was a tremendous fight. Young Lion against the old buck, and it turned out that the young Lion, a little bit bigger, and that kick is what separated these two fighters.
Yeah, it was the high kicks is what it was. Because he wasn't really big. Okay, now here we go. And it's Oliveira throws the jab, and you know, it was almost a big toe in the eye, and that could be devastating. And he throws another one right away. Look what Shonie does after it, guys. Watch him eat it. Well, see, he ducked down to his left again and ate another roundhouse kick. But instinctively, he takes the shot. Watch this. Takes the shot. Boom. Ouch. Most guys would not be. Watch what he does. He tries to tie him up. I mean, it's instincts. Yeah. He just got instincts. You see that?
Fantastic experience. Good instinct.
Oh, man. I tell you what. And that's why Shonie's upset. He's mad that he got caught. He's just mad that he got caught by those kicks. You know what it is? Shonie's been away from fighting this style of fighter for so long that I'm not saying he got lazy in his training, but he didn't know what to expect. Originally, he was supposed to fight Evangelista Cyborg, and Van Dam took the fight on relatively short notice. Yeah, he did. As a replacement. And, you know, styles make fights, but Shonie isn't the kind of guy to necessarily strictly prepare a game plan. Shonie just goes out and fights. And this guy just had his number tonight. Both guys show a lot of respect. You gotta love that. It's amazing to see. That's why this sport's so great. Both guys can battle it out, and then they just give each other a big hug and said, hey, nice job tonight. Let's go up to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judging ringside, Willie Solario scores about 30-27. Jason Hand and Dale Ayler scores about 29-28. All 3 in favor of the winner, George Van Dam Oliveira.
I tell you what, you're going to see a lot more of this kid because he can flat out bring it. Vanderlei Silva has taught him well, and he showed an amazing heart. Looked amazing tonight. It's a tough loss for Shonie.
Just as I win, just as I lose. The real fight was won by a better man than me tonight. They don't stop me from doing an after party. But most important, I'd like to take a little time, out of sincerity in my heart, to give a special shout out to the 235th Light Infantry, Tropic Lightning, protecting our freedom against evil in the world in Afghanistan. I'd like to say that also take a little time in my heart and all of your hearts, hopefully, to remember those who lost friends, family over in Sri Lanka. Yes, I lost, but I'm the one that got in here and did it. And no matter what, I'll be back. Congrats to Jorge Van Dam, Oliveira, and the American Shoebox team. God bless all of you. I'll be back, and you have a bright future. You hang tough. God bless, and I'll see you all on the next show. I ain't cutting weight. I'll be back at 205.
Shonie Carter, classic defeat there.
Thank you. Oh, one more thing. This little kickboxing team, even though I didn't win victorious this time, thank you for the help. Thank you. And the pit crew, thanks.
Let's go up to Ron Kruk with your winner tonight, Jorge Oliveira.
Well, the man they call Van Dam in your pro fighting debut, you get the win. How's it feel?
Oh, I feel pretty good. I feel very comfortable. I have been training for this fight for a long time in my life, and I have so many persons in my life I have to thank you. There's a lot of people. I have to thank you first thing for God, for giving me life, for giving me everything I have. Thank you very much. I'm coming from Brazil, like anything, but I have been training Roberto. Shoot the box, he's having been like a lot in my feet. I have been training a lot for this fight. So thank you for a lot of people. I don't forget anyone.
Well,
my best in my future. Thank you very much.
It definitely paid off, my friend. Congratulations, a big win for Van Dam tonight.